Ladies, please explain what's your rate for an hour?
What? Yo.
I guess they want to know your rate for an hour.
You want to answer?
Oh, he's talking about me.
Oh, like at the club?
Oh.
I charge $1,000 an hour.
Yeah, that's a bit expensive, don't you think?
For a champagne room?
Wait, what does he get? What does he get for $1,000 an hour?
So at our
What, balance his
club,
books? Like, what's going on here?
at our club, we charge $1,000 an hour, $500 for half an hour, plus the bottles.
I think he was trolling. I don't think he's supposed to answer that.
Wait, so they get a bottle of booze too?
Yes. So you have to buy the bottle to get the private room, and then
What happens in the private room?
Oh, okay. I get it.
No, but what happens in there?
dancing.
She a pro. She a pro, man.
I've never worked in a club, so I honestly don't know, but
I mean, worked in the streets.
What was that sound effect? All right.
She was gulping something.
Okay. All right.
What the? Chris, you're too good at that.
Hey, listen, Frank.
Yo.
I have good ears, bro. I hear it.
All right, bro.
This nigga just watches a lot of.
Yeah, he does.
All right, what do we got next?
Wow. We need to hear her impression.
All right, do it. Yeah, you know what?
Who's?
She a P-star.
Oh.
Check
Well,
out
actually,
my
we do got a pro
Twitter.
here.
Twit? Oh, no. Hell no. Don't
Let's
bring it
hear
up, bro.
it. Let's hear it.
Don't bring it up, bro.
Yeah, there's no chill on Twitter, bro.
Yeah, dude. It's in your face.
Yeah, like there's hardcore on there. There's, crazy images from wars and shit. So, hey.
For war? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I like Twitter. I mean, I do the political side, of course, not the next stuff. Outside new questions, ads, introductions, do you own an Ultima?
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
IG Baddie action figure?
Yeah, I posted that recently.
Cheetos Plan B fiction notice.
the
None
hot
of them
Cheetos
count.
is
Hot
crazy.
Cheetos. the
Wow.
Plan Bs.
Ultimate Key is crazy, too.
What is that, a
Bed.
negative?
Yeah,
Negative
balance.
negative balance. IG Baddie, they're trying to say that they're, yeah, okay, interesting. Ladies, your future successful son comes to you for advice on women. What are 3 red flags you would warn your son about? Can you guys have the covert feminist, the conservative stay-at-home influencer go last so she doesn't influence the 304s?
Amen.
Okay.
So it's covert.
So your future successful son comes to you for advice on women. What are 3 red flags you would warn your son about? So we can start here and then work our way back this way. 3 red flags you would warn your son about who is successful. Let's say he, has quite a bit of money. He's a doctor, he's a lawyer, something like that, and he has a lot to lose. What are 3 red flags you should look for in his potential girlfriend?
Maybe if the girl is always asking you to buy her stuff and asking for money and stuff, that's one.
Okay.
What else?
Second, if she is mean, or if she's
Paris, start going back, please.
Take your time.
sorry.
We're not worried now.
If she's mean to your family or something,
Okay. Last one.
and if she smells bad.
Okay.
All right. Who's up next?
Yo, Paris, can you, yeah, thank God. Just keep it a little bit tight.
I'm not really too sure.
I mean, let's do
Well, do you have a son or a daughter?
What do you think?
I have a son.
Okay, let's assume your son 20 years from now becomes famous, or not famous, he becomes a doctor or something like that. Or 30 years from now to be a doctor. And he finds a girl, and he wants to, have you meet her and everything. What are 3 red flags you would look for him to tell him, hey man, you might want to think twice about this one?
Basically, if she's respectful or not,
Okay.
respecting anybody and everybody.
All right,
Doesn't matter who
respectful.
they
All right.
are. If she's successful, doing her own thing at the same time too.
So a red flag is her to not be successful.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
You got a
I don't
son?
know. Yeah.
This should be easy, man.
I can't really think of anything.
All right, she gave 2. That's fine.
Yeah, 2 is fine for each girl.
All right, what about you?
If she doesn't have a job, no goals set out for her life or what she wants to do in the future, and money in her bank account.
All right, what's the bare minimum she needs to have for you?
At least $5,000 in her bank account.
Okay. Otherwise, you tell the son to reassess.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about you? What would you tell your son? 1 to 3 red flags.
I would say she's not respecting his time and boundaries. And I would say if she's like accusing him of things, like that obviously like, you know, some girlfriends are always accusing, you know, like usually that's a red flag that they're doing something wrong or bad or like
All right.
bad intentions.
Anything else, or that's it?
Mm,
2 is fine.
All right.
Okay.
All right. What about you?
Ooh, hammer.
Me? Me
For the girls. Yeah.
Okay. Her character. Always look at her character. If she was brought up poorly, I always say stay away from those people because that definitely affects who you are as a person, especially going into adulthood.
Character has many components, so like, what particular characteristics would be the red flag,
Honestly,
or lack thereof?
Somebody who does not respect boundaries, because I'm definitely big on boundaries. Somebody who is not charismatic, empathetic, or sympathetic. Those are big characteristics for me. So I definitely look
You
at.
said empathetic or sympathetic?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right, we'll go to you last, Savannah, because you're probably ruining it for everybody. Okay, and then what about you? What are 3 red flags you would look for, or 2, 1 to 3 in that range, red flags you would tell your son to watch out for?
I'd say the biggest one is being disrespectful
Okay.
and always depending on him to do stuff for her.
All right. And being dependent?
Yeah.
In what way?
Like always just reaching out to him to make sure like she's always taking care of him. Like you always gonna have to always look out for yourself instead of coming to him. You know what I mean? Like, so say for instance, like if she needs something, she's going to him, and he's like, "Oh, I can't do this," and she's like, "Oh, well, I need you to do this for me. I need you to do that for me. Like you're mine. I need you to do this." Like, no, you need to be able to do it for yourself.
I mean, like forcing him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right. What about you?
It's funny. I just saw a comment. Someone said if she's a nurse. But I'd say like if he's flirting with your friends, that's kind of a red flag. An overly flirtatious person.
No, as if
It's your son.
For her son. For your son.
Your son. His
right.
he
if
brings
he
a
asks
girlfriend.
what a red flag is, and if she's flirting with his friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean his friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, so overly flirtatious. And I'd say like just getting physical. I feel like
Getting physical with who in particular?
like if she
Oh, you mean physicality isn't like hitting him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if she's too comfortable, it's just kind of like pushing, shoving, because you know.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Savannah?
Number 1, if she's a feminist. Number 2, if she
Ooh.
has OnlyFans or supports OnlyFans
Oh,
at all.
shit. All shots at the girls.
High
Paris.
body count. And if she's been to Miami, Dubai, or any other party city.
Yo!
That's why Myron wanted her to go last.
Yeah. I have more, but there's
No,
more
go ahead,
for
keep
you.
going.
Keep going.
What else?
2 more.
Oh gosh.
She gave 4 so far.
How dare you?
Feminism.
Some pretty good ones, actually.
She got.
If she doesn't want kids,
Ooh.
that's a big one
Misogyny.
in today's society for some reason.
Okay.
If she wants to have a super successful career and be the breadwinner and kind of like stay in her masculine
Oh, boss
energy,
babe.
that's a huge red flag. Yeah.
I'm a PhD.
I have a question. Aren't you in Miami right now?
I was thinking the same
I'm
thing.
in Miami. I was here for a wedding. I've never come here to party.
I'm just trolling
or...
you. I'm trolling.
No, you're good. But yeah, I came here for a wedding.
Good stuff, though. Good stuff.
So feminist, OF/sex work, high body count, been to Dubai or Miami, no kids, and career woman. Anything
Yeah.
else? That's 6.
That's good, actually.
And,
I mean, those
Dan?
are some foundations, I feel like.
Fresh.
She doesn't know how to cook, clean, won't do housework, not traditional.
All right. Do any of you agree or disagree with some of those things?
I agree with everything, honestly. Even as somebody who does OnlyFans, I agree.
Dan, go ahead.
Wow.
So you would call yourself a red flag?
Yeah, of course she is, man.
I mean, I have red flag tendencies for sure.
A lot.
Surprised by
I mean,
honesty.
3 kids with 3 different baby daddies and OnlyFans would be a huge red flag. For
Cool.
Crimson.
Whoa.
walking red flag.
More flags than the
Whoa.
Chinese parade.
Okay.
All right.
I got some things to say.
Yeah.
So first of all, one of the biggest red flag that I personally look for is being like a bad person with like bad intentions. Like that to me is like the ultimate turn off, or the ultimate makes me think. Like it would turn me away from anyone if they're just very selfish or manipulative or whatever it is, or that sort of thing. But conversely, the ultimate good flag the ultimate kind of good flags would be actually if there are valid reasons to go to, or good reasons to go to Miami, Dubai, and these kinds of places. One of which would be like to go for business, to influence the right areas, like that kind of thing. There are
by yourself though.
By yourself, maybe not. That would be pretty suspicious.
To clarify, did you mean by yourself or with, like if you go travel with a partner?
I mean, going on a girls' trip is a
Okay.
little
So
hoish.
these cities are okay if you're going with a male.
I would
like a
say
significant
married
other or
to
something like
him.
that.
Yeah, but it's still a party city. I mean, there's a really dark
Okay.
energy here.
So for you, it's a red flag if they go to these cities, unless it's with their husband.
I mean, who goes to Miami to not party? Like, genuinely.
Okay. No, I just want to clarify.
That's
So
just a fact.
so your thing is if they go single or with someone that isn't their husband, red flag.
Yeah, I'm
Hold
not
on.
in general.
She wants to respond to this. I see it on your face.
What does taking a trip have to do with being a hoe?
Yeah.
I take trips all the time and I just be chilling.
But you are a hoe.
Yeah, I am
You
a hoe.
also
But like,
say you have
I'm
over
just
100
like-
bodies.
I mean,
So-
yeah, but still.
Okay, Miami, Dubai, Los Angeles. Name a couple other that are just straight party cities.
Vegas. I just came back from
Vegas,
there. What's
that
up?
one too. Yeah, it's a party city.
Yeah.
Everybody goes there to drink and have sex and do drugs.
And I did.
Okay, so you're proving my point.
But what's wrong with that? People have their own way of living, so like
that's fine.
I guess you're
but
entitled
that's-
to your opinion,
That's
but
fine. That's why you're
still.
single and your career is OnlyFans.
Okay, and that's
busting
why
it
you're a
open.
housewife living under a man.
And I'm so happy. And you know what?
It's called being
And-
independent.
And you know what? Every single one of you,
I have
there's
a
secret jealousy
condo
of
and I have a
Tradwives.
car. What about you?
I have all of that,
was
babe.
not given by a man. So what about?
I have all of that.
Oh, okay, but you're okay. Okay.
Well,
I have a
why'd you
house
get
on
married?
10
Why'd you get
acres.
married? For money?
For money? Really?
For a house?
I had a career before I met my husband, by the way.
Okay.
I would have been fine.
Cool.
I will say, remember that the conversation was, the question was red flags for guys to look, like your son to look for in a woman is what it was. So that's her things that she would tell her husband, her son to watch out for.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but what does taking a trip have to do with being a red flag?
Okay, so if your son had a girl that was always traveling and stuff, you wouldn't look at that as a red flag for
No,
him?
there's people that get paid to travel.
I could see why
And they're by themselves.
I could see
But she's also placing judgment on set locations.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you.
not only that, but
Why
you
is
did
that?
say
That's what they're
y'all.
known for. They are
She
known
said
for being
y'all.
party locations.
Yeah.
But anywhere could be a party location.
Thank
It
you.
just depends who
Thailand
you're
could be a
with.
party location. There's
Yeah.
training
Tonight
boys.
could be a party location.
Yeah.
Do you go to like I don't know Colorado
I
to
travel a
go
lot.
drink
People
and
go to
have
Colorado
sex?
to fuck.
No, I go to ski, but
I would love to
Thank
go to
you.
a ski lodge and fuck my brains out
Girl, I'll have fun with
and
that.
film it.
Period.
Yeah, I will have a great time. Period.
I just
I
don't think
stand
you
on
should
it. I
be-
said what I
Proving my
said.
point. I mean,
I just
whatever.
don't think you should be
Yeah.
placing judgment on set locations.
It's not judgment.
Yeah.
It is a fact that people travel there to party.
Is it a fact in like the Wikipedia or on the internet? and
Do you
shit?
want to fact check me? Do we want to see what the top 3 party cities are
Actually,
in the
I
U.S.?
kind of want to see that. Let's
fact check me.
All right.
Like what?
Let's
Bill's
go.
Mo,
See
you
it
know
on
what to
there.
do.
Let's fact check.
Yeah.
We'll pull it up
It's like
for you.
Vegas, Miami. I will
take
agree
it.
on.
That's what I
I'll
just
agree on
said.
Vegas and Miami.
Yeah.
I can definitely see.
All right, there we go. She's right.
Conversation
Oh,
took a
there
left
you are.
turn.
And Miami.
Thank you.
Hey.
But still, nobody was saying that she wasn't. It's just like, why are you judging like places that like
He
people
asked
go
me
to
what red
hoe?
flags I would tell my son.
I'll go
and
hoe in Arizona.
okay, and you're a red flag.
She's proved her point. Bro.
Just
I
let
go to
me
Napa
prove
Valley,
my
go
point.
bust it down in the grapevines.
Dan, what do you think?
Dan likes
For the
hoes.
most part, I would actually agree that it's a red flag, but there are valid reasons to go to these cities that have nothing to do. But it's very rare, like especially, I mean, Las Vegas has loads of conventions. It's actually there's even like reasons to go for entertainment or for martial arts. I'm not even kidding. I've gone down these rabbit holes.
Dan, keep it real though. A guy with your money and status, You hold on. You like hoes or no?
Huh?
Do you like hoes?
Do I like hoes? In what context are we talking about?
Like, let's say for example,
You fuck 'em, man.
Do you fuck hoes?
I mean, I'm not averse to that idea.
White guy answer.
Okay.
I'm not averse to
Well,
that idea.
I'm not. I don't lie really.
But would
Very
you?
rare.
But would you marry a hoe though? Would you actually like marry a hoe?
I would marry someone who has the in him to resolve that, because I don't believe in that as a long-term like way of being. But like I would meet them and be like, all right, well, like eventually this has to be worked on. That would be my attitude. That's salvageable for me. But to be it forever is not good.
Don't save her.
So you wanna
as long as you
retire,
have
though.
an- as long as
say-
you have an out at the end of it, and it's not something that you want to do forever, you know, that's what he's trying to say.
So you would marry a woman if she was willing to change everything for you?
Not necessarily everything, just to be the best version of herself. I would that would be okay with
But
me.
leave,
Yo,
but to
fresh.
leave the whole life behind.
Yo, Dad, that's rich, bro. Look at that line to that face, bro.
Okay. So Dad, real quick.
Spread that.
Let's say for example, right? You're playing poker.
Yeah.
And you can tell there's a losing hand coming up, right?
Yeah.
Would you bet on that hand?
Yeah, I see where you're going with this.
W analogy. Get him fresh.
So
I'm just saying.
I happen to be a bit of a like. The term is like hopeless believer, hopeless romantic, or whatever. I believe everyone can change. No joke. That's not a lie. And I know that it's generally, as you say, a losing hand. Yeah, I will agree that it's like the red flag's there. The red flags are real.
Question: what's the most you've lost playing poker?
Well, I've lost in a day over 2 million of my own money. I've lost. The irony is in a hand, I've lost more, but in a hand, it was 1.5 of my own money, but it was 20 million in the single hand.
20 million?
No, it was either 10 million or 20 million. I believe. No, must have been 20 million. I remember the hand.
Damn.
Yeah. So, yeah. But, it worked out in the end. Actually, no. I won 2 point something million, and I lost million a couple times. Those are not fun days.
Wow. Hold on. If you chose the losing hand, aka hoe, and she divorced you, wouldn't you lose like more?
That's a good point. To be fair, if you pick the wrong woman, that's way worse than like losing, whatever amount of money in a hand. I mean, yeah, the red flag is real in the long term. I mean, also I'd be thinking, okay, where's she going with her life? Like this kind of thing in terms of long term marriage. But yeah, like I'll mess around with a girl that's a hoe. Like, why not?
That's
like
fair,
I don't judge, and almost everyone here has done something sexual for fun. Aside from the conservative influencer, good job with that. That's quite impressive.
There you go.
Yeah, I do think it's important though, because I noticed a lot of you guys like jumped on her. Remember, the context of the question was, what are the red flags you would look for your son? So she's obviously operating from the frame of what's best for my son. So she's saying these are the red flags that you should look out for. A red flag doesn't necessarily mean it's guilty every time, but these are things that might require further investigation, right? Do you have anything else you want to add to that, or anybody want to add to anything she was saying or any of that?
Me personally, I just want to say, like, I see why the girls got riled up because she did say y'all.
Oh.
At that point, you made it direct.
Damn.
So
Well, they're all red
She's
flags.
not wrong though. Man.
Well, no, I'm not.
She's not wrong though.
I don't give a damn.
She is right.
You feel how you feel. There. Some people walk in the truth, some people don't. So, it's all about the thick skin that you have. So,
Okay.
but once she said y'all, it was redirected from talking about if you had a son,
general,
exactly, to directing it to certain people at the table or everybody at the table. So at that point, you're
Well, let's be honest here.
Sorry
Let's-
for not being politically correct.
Let's keep it real here. Would you be happy with your son dating a girl like you? We'll start here with Miss Australia.
Yes.
What about you?
Maybe.
What about you?
I don't want kids, so that ain't never gonna happen.
But hypothetically, let's say you adopted a son.
Yes,
Would you want him to
I'd
date?
be best friends with her.
Yeah.
You'd want him to date a girl like you?
Fuck yeah.
Come
I'm
on.
the shit.
Are you trolling, nigga?
Yeah, she's trolling.
All right, what about you? Would you want your son to date a girl like you?
Yes, if she's willing to put in the work and effort and
What
be
work?
all about him.
What work would she need to put in?
Private rooms?
Specifically.
she,
$1,000
you know,
private
she,
rooms?
you know, I'm very into like being a housewife and having those standards, you know, for my son. Like
But-
I'd want him to
So
have a
you
good
want him-
housewife. So if she was, you know, if she was willing to step out of the dancer life, or you know, to
Oh,
be
so
all
she would
about
have to
him,
quit.
She would have
Stop.
to quit. Yes.
Okay.
But
Well,
but
Okay.
Shelly, you're 38.
Why haven't you quit?
I have quit, and I've been engaged several times, but they cheated, so I left.
Okay.
Maybe you attract the
what?
wrong guys because you're a stripper.
Oh.
oh shit.
Bro.
What is her problem?
She looked right in her eyes. I said that shit. Right in her eyes. Right in her eyes. She's like, bro, she's
I
like,
like her.
She was like, wait a minute.
because you're a stripper.
Shelly, you gonna take her back?
Yo, Shelly, man, get her back, man.
I was
Come on, Shelly, get her back. Yo, Shelly,
Just
get her.
she's a Jehovah Witness or
Get her.
something.
I mean, listen. Where are you from?
Tallahassee.
Where?
Tallahassee, capital of Florida. We learned that in kindergarten. Yeah.
Okay, so you know you had two guys, right? Two guys. So you're in love with your husband. You've only had two cocks in your life. You're raised very Christian, I would say. Okay, very Christian. So each girl here is raised very differently, and so it's different if you had a good home, brought up. You know, being brought up in a good home, wealthy family, good boyfriend taking care of you, right?
So you,
Or you
so
did
your
everything
childhood is
yourself.
your excuse for all
No.
the wrong things they do in your life and still being 38 and a stripper?
Listen, I don't put up with their shit. I break up with them. I've never cheated on a man in my life.
What does that have to do with you saying that I'm the
What
way
is
I
it?
am because I grew up a certain way?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, wait, what am I saying? Fuck. I'm saying,
Yo, you can't make this shit up,
I
man.
know. I'm saying being a dancer, like if my son was dating a dancer and she was walking away and her, you know, she was all about my son, I don't see what's wrong with that. If my son loves her and they both love each other and she's showing me that she's all about him and willing to change and put in the work and be a good woman
Tell
and
her.
a good wife,
Yeah,
then I'm not going to be the one to judge her.
take that.
But if a woman only wants to become a high value woman for a man, she is not a high value woman. I was that before I met my husband. So that's how I attracted him. Strippers don't attract high value men.
We attract rich men.
They just fuck.
Fine. I mean, if you want a rich cheater who's never going to give you
I'd
a
rather
solid
man
life-
cheat and he got money and I'm rolling in it and he can go fuck the other bitch. I don't care.
Oh shit.
The money will make me happy. I'll take a trip and go fuck my brains out somewhere else.
Rather cry in a Lambo than a Honda.
Exactly. Thank you. Because yeah, because you see your family service don't make you better than everybody.
You should be able to provide that Lambo for yourself, though.
Yeah, that's why you OnlyFans to buy that Lambo for
Something for
yourself.
money, hoes. That's all. You got it. Tell you be happy. Fucking marriage and kids.
Nigga said tell him.
Oh, wait. George, am I lying?
Hey, what's happening?
I ain't lying.
Yeah, what's happening, bro? That's not the matter,
What's
bro.
going on, man?
No, but it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, bro. I mean, look.
Wait, what else? I mean, I'm just fascinated. It's really quite fascinating. The mind of a hoe. I don't really.
Yeah, it's
I
quite
wanna
fascinating. The mind of a housewife.
I want to defend the hose a little
got
bit. I want to defend the hose a
Well,
little
yeah,
bit.
I mean, your body count is almost 100, so you're
Oh, wait,
one
you know,
yourself.
Dan,
Yeah.
go ahead,
That's
Dan.
crazy.
Well, guess what? I happen to not be perfect, and I believe there's a certain someone who said, "Judge not, lest you be judged."
Yeah.
Being real is not judgment.
No,
By the
well,
way.
I appreciate it.
I mean,
Not-
when you're
very few
bashing
people are real.
yeah, it is.
Although-
We're having a conversation.
You're low key bashing people in the most sophisticated way.
You're offended by my tone.
Yeah, damn near I'm offended. I am. I am because you're sitting here acting like you're better than everybody because you're a housewife and a conservative and you're a feminist. I don't give a fuck. I voted for Trump.
We're having a conversation.
Good shit.
I'd like to defend the hose for a second.
Yeah. Because
Trump is
what?
W.
You probably wanted to vote for Kamala, right? Didn't you?
Kamala?
Kamala, however the fuck you say the bitch's name.
Why would I?
You're a
vote for
feminist,
Kamala?
right?
No, she's
Why would I be a
anti-feminist.
feminist?
She's
I'm
anti-feminist.
I
anti-feminist.
support the anti-feminism.
It's giving. It's.
It's
Can we look
it's
up the
giving marriage
definition
to
of
ring.
modern feminist?
Yeah, we can.
No, we know you're not a feminist, but like it's just kind of funny because I don't know why she thought you were a feminist.
Feminism is saying it's empowering to bust it open for everybody online, which is what OnlyFans is in your careers. So
You should try it.
Be feminist.
You should try it.
Yo, this is hilarious, man.
Yo, this is great. This is good.
Yo, I mean, it's not me, it's her.
This is great. Keeping it real. I like this back and forth. It's good.
I'm gonna take the day off, niggas.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
All
right. How me and my bro was looking after Chris was flaming Shawty on last After Hours. Then she had the nerve to say, "This podcast hates all black women" on Instagram. Like, get the fuck out of here. WFNF chat, WMO Bills. Wait, which one said that we hate all black women?
No, the one that I roasted.
Oh, the other girl?
Yeah, she's like,
yeah.
that's why I don't watch you guys. Y'all hate black women. I was like, Myron, y'all, that's Myron, not me.
Yeah, that's just
Myron
me.
was the nice one.
That was me.
Myron, you were the nice one though.
Yeah, I mean,
you were the nice one.
I was nice to her actually.
Yeah, you
I
was.
was.
Twitter didn't believe it though.
Yeah, of course. I'm
Can
the
I-
racist.
can I
what
say
else
something,
we got?
guys?
Oh yeah,
By the
sure.
way?
Go ahead.
All right, so
Defend the host.
you're actually like technically right in many ways, but here's the thing. There's no person that's perfect. Virtually no person. I've read about them. The saints in India, the saints in Christianity. I read all about them. Even they were not perfect, actually. A huge percent of the time, they struggle with sexuality. The world is hypersexualized, and it's become normal to do all sorts of things that, according to a very strict book, we're not perfect. And so, like, you'd be basically everyone would be like a piece of shit if we look at things this way. And like I think it's important to look at the idea of being able to fix oneself and work on wherever we are. And I think that's the only way to find a better future. Even though, yeah, I get where you're coming from, that like there are problems out there and that people are even making the world more fucked up. But I think this is the only way forward.
I missed the whole point of that. I don't.
The point is, no one's perfect, and that the only way forward is not to like condemn. It is to point out the issues, and that the only way forward is to work on improving oneself.
Okay, so what's the difference between pointing out and condemning?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Because they're offended by my tone, which is why America is so soft, because people are offended by tonality instead of that and the actual words.
I happen to generally agree with you. I think the tone is. What is the difference? That's a good question.
How it sounds?
What do you guys think? I'm
Because
thinking about it.
If I sat here and I talked like this, but I can't get my point across.
You're right.
It's a confidence and a clarity. But it's.
Hey, she want to batter you, nigga. She want to batter you, nigga.
I want to what?
Batter her.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, she cool in my book. She's entitled to her opinion. You know, it is. You know, it's her opinion.
Well, she ain't lying though. But all right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I already said. You know, I agree with her. You know, especially like I said.
So Dan, do you think that like her just telling them the truth is a bad thing?
Mostly no. I actually think even if like somewhere, I think somewhere in her tone she's a little bit condemning, but I also think that like again, no one's perfect, and that for the most part people just keep their mouths shut, and they should be more real with where problems are. And it's not easy to come on this podcast, be the only conservative person, and say what they think the truth is.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's mostly a good thing. Like it's hard to be perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have anything to add to the conversation with the red flags for the sun? That's how this started, by the way.
Yeah.
No? Okay. I'll go back to the chats here.
Oh, sorry, I was late.
Very interesting stuff. Also, guys, do me a favor. We got 20,000 plus y'all ninjas watching live.
Yes.
We got 15K on Rumble, another 6 or something like that on YouTube. So, guys, make sure to like the goddamn video on YouTube. Do me a solid. We got a big announcement probably coming for you guys sometime either this week or next
week.
But yeah, guys, like the video on YouTube. That helps with getting in the algo, because the plan is to take over 2025. What do we got next year?
Purple X8.
Oh,
what the hell, Nick? Oh man, bruh, how you trying to bring the other girl down for not wanting to sell box? Unlike you, calm down, Shaniqua, before I post your escort side ads.
What?
they are quick.
You do that too?
Yeah, that was pretty fast.
Bruh.
They are so quick.
Bruh. I fifth you, man. Come on, bro. It's too much.
But me.
Nigga, no. Fuck yeah.